Okay. I'm a little tired, so you have to forgive my rather non-existent commentary right now. Off to a great start. Oh, okay. Give me a couple minutes here while I kind of get some stuff going. So, right now in game, you might be able to tell where I'm at. I'm getting some buffs right now from Marindora over in Grana. And then after this, we're going to head down towards this collar. Also, this stupid alert, I want to get rid of it because it's just annoying me at this point. They introduced all of the summer event stuff, so for those of you who are looking in for like doing the summer stuff, there's a bunch of stuff that they added mainly between the Papus and the... Shut up, Dustin. It's between the Papus and the Otters. There's pretty much a ton of like... It's like an RBF but for Otters and Papus. It's weird. So today, my gear score went up just a little bit. So to kind of explain it, I've been trying to get a +2 Labresca for the longest time, and that's a total of 6 more DP if it goes from base to a +2. And it didn't go at all, and I've spent over 15 attempts. I did 2 more attempts today, but I managed to get it back to a +1. So I do have it at a +1 right now, and that's 3 more DP. Yesterday on stream, I did the adventure log until I got, I think it was the Fuger's Time of Success missions. And with that, I managed to get 1 DP. I got 2 more DP from Caffersing up to level 4 for both my gloves and shoes. And then the Labresca is a +1, so I technically have 6 more DP than I did yesterday, which means I'm at 371. That is the next bracket, by the way. This bracket giving me an additional like 1% more damage, just flat damage reduction. So it was nice. I'm not too familiar as to where the heck I'm trying to go and trying to get to. Any one of these like totem places would be totally fine, but there's one that I like to go to. I think it's somewhere not over here. It's not here. Hang on, give me a second. I don't think I've ever seen this spot before. Horse, don't go in there. Don't go in there, please. Okay. So this is Gaifin Temple, by the way. A spot that I have been to before, but that was like the 6 less DP, and everything kind of spanked me pretty bad, actually. Is this a spot? This is not the spot. Uh-oh. We're fine, ladies and gentlemen. We are fine. Can I call my horse at least out of the water right here? Technically, I think my horse is in the wall. I'm just trying to get my horse out of the water so it doesn't die. I have no clue where the heck I'm at in comparison to the whole place here, but, you know. Okay, Arahaza, you stay here for a minute. I'm going to try to figure out where the heck I went wrong. I think I have an idea. I know where I'm at. I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, let me just take the swim of shame. Can we get back up onto this bridge, please and thank you? Okay. Teleport. Thank you. So let's go back into the temple here, because I got lost somewhere. So this spot, I am happy to say that I can actually grind here now without too much fear of getting killed multiple times. There still is a bit of a fear to actually getting spanked, but it's not too bad like it once was. Where the heck? Did I take another wrong turn at Albuquerque? Sorry, this time it would have been like at San Fran. I don't completely understand this place yet, so give me some time and I'll figure it out. I don't even think... Is there a reason for why I can go up here? Cool, I made my way up here now. This is just like an empty room. There's a specific spot that I like to go to. I just almost went up the same freaking place again. Okay, let me go back to the Scholar. Is it up here? This doesn't feel right. This obviously isn't... Okay, so this is the spot. I just don't know how to get here past this. This is a spot that is actually pretty good for trying to power level other people. They just all need to sit, like, right here on this ledge. And the entire, like, zone over here can be reached. Like, if I was way over here attacking things, it would still reach that cliff up there for, like, 3 bars. So it's a pretty good power level spot. So... something that I'm going to do this time, I did about an hour here earlier, but I burned like 10k Agris, and I didn't realize how fast it actually was. I had like 22, and maybe it was about 22, so I burned like 13k, which I want to save the Agris for Jade, but yet at the same time, this spot, and the reason why this is such a better spot IMO, is that the junk loot here is 25k per item. Now, as far as it is, this versus maybe Jade, I got more Caphras here, and all I had really was like a yellow loot scroll. I got like 52 in an hour, which is actually really good. Over at Jade, if I got like a Wayne Winter Guardian to show up, to hit the same amount of about 52, I'd have to have 2 Wayne Winter Guardians show up, and many hours, not a single one would show up. So Caphras here is actually really good. Gear-wise, as you can see, I'm 15 below the intended AP, and then about 9 below the intended DP. One of my guildmates now says that he has to kind of AFK. So, I'm gonna go pick up my guildmate here in a second. So, I was using my PvE light stones and not really my combat ones, because it actually did help. I did get below like a couple thousand HP a few times. It got a little scary, but you know, it's nothing all too crazy. I'm gonna let him know. So from where I am, I would need to go here. I'm really trying to figure out this path right here. Let me go pick up my guildmate and bring him over here. Okay, so if I just continue down the path instead of go to the Scholar. Okay. So it is technically up. That makes a lot more sense. Still kind of new to the spot. I literally have done like maybe 2 hours here. 1 hour when a battle shy was showing me the way, and then an hour today. That's it. But the extra DP and knowing the mobs and like learning their patterns a little bit has really helped me. And even though my AP is not like the best, it's still not terrible. Takes a little bit longer to kill, like maybe 2 full skill combos, or I think maybe one of them I can maybe do in like 2, but most of the time it's like 3 or almost 4 skill combos for Kuno. I try to send him a party invite. No, he's probably not in the server. He says, I'm heading there. I said that I was going at Gaifen, but I guess I did ask him too if he was near Grana, so yeah, for the hour that I was there earlier, I don't have it anymore. I made about 10k trash loot, but that's also burning 10k Agris, or about 13k Agris. So realistically, it wasn't like it was terrible, but it was about 250 million silver for like a non-Agris hour. That was actually very good IMO. If you added in the 50 capstones, then that would be another 150 million. So realistically, it was like 400 million. There was like, you know, a little bit of ancient spirit dust, a little bit of blackstone weapon and armor and all that stuff. But I'm holding on to the capstone, so I'm only realistically factoring for junk loot. It's not too terrible, honestly, but it does require a lot of concentration and focus because I'm just not all too comfortable with the spot yet. Give it a few more hours and I'll definitely be just like, today will be a test if I can actually just like clock out of my mental brain and just, you know, grind there. But right now I'm waiting on a guildmate, so bear with for a bit. Also need to fix my chair. I think it went down just a little bit. Alright, that's better. Okay. Roll up my sleeves and get to work, you know what I'm saying? Also, all the stuff for the dailies, too, from the summer event. I made some decent cronstones every day, though. From just all these free cronstones, I could almost attempt one more enhancement on this bad boy. Technically speaking, I do have 2 outfit boxes in my central marketplace right now. 2 of the classic ones, I think they're called. Yeah, these ones right here. And then I do have also a premium one right here. So technically I do have enough to where I could attempt, I think, maybe 2 more times. Maybe once. I think it was maybe 2 times per 3 boxes. So Ancient Spirit Dust, I get, this is 20 from earlier. You also get a lot of Peridot leaves here as well. And I'm not sure really which one to get of these items. Actually, didn't the daily reset? They haven't. Did I finish the quest after the daily? I don't even know. I have no idea where my guildmate is. Guess we'll head back to the spot. I'm really trying to remember like how to get there without having to like... Oh, wait, nope. Down here. Is this... This is the wrong way. Without having to do this. I want to be able to learn how to get there without having to navigate there, you know? So go down here. And then... Yep, okay. So I'll go over a little bit of like the gimmick of the spot once we actually get going. It's pretty straightforward how it works. There's like those giant statues that appear. Anyone for season rifts? No, I actually did all mine. So how it works, to kind of explain a little bit before my guildmate gets here, and I'll explain a little bit more as I actually go to do these. So the spot here has 3 different types of like mini bosses. You have the stalwart one, which is the Gaifin Rasia guard. You have a crusher one here, which is the rage, the hammer's rage, I think is what the message says. And then you have the Rasia Flamen, which is the knowledge one. So basically what you do is once you get started on the spot, you get a buff, either blue, purple, or red. Blue is going to be the guard. Purple is going to be the, what are they called again? The Flamen? Yeah. And then the rage, or the red, is going to be crushers here. So what you want to do is you basically go around hitting whichever one you have the color buff, because that one will die easier. It'll die faster. And after a period of time, these normal ones that you see, these decimators, will become despair decimators. They die a whole lot faster, and that's how you get a lot of your junk loot, is actually from these guys. You just keep going around and around in circles, or find whichever one it is that you actually need to go for. And then after some time, a butcher will appear. And the butcher, none of the 3 elites here will move at all. They all will just like stop moving. From there, you pretty much just solo down the butcher. Once the butcher has been killed, then all 3 sides will become active, but you'll get this massive power spike buff where you can just kill them all very quickly. It still could be very scary. The priority is to go after purple, which is the knowledge-based ones, and then either the crusher or the stalwart. Kind of depends on what you might want to do. It's not too bad. The biggest issue, though, is trying to figure out how the whole pattern works, and like running around and hitting the correct one. Because if you hit a wrong one, you have to wait until the whole thing resets. Because once you tap one, I'll demonstrate this now, because might as well. Let's say if I go after this crusher here, him and his 2 crusher buddies, they come alive here. They are attackable, but none of the other ones. So this Flamen here is not attackable, and same thing with this other guard. It's not attackable. So whichever one you hit, whether on accident or on purpose, they get aggroed, and the only way to reset it is just kind of like wait back over here, wait for everything to kind of just like despawn and respawn, and then you're good. So I'm gonna wait for this to respawn. Try. I guess I could have just done this to find out for sure, but no, he's not. Either that or he's in a party. I don't know. So now everything's reset. So now I can go down there and start doing it. I think it takes like 30 seconds to a minute to actually reset. So Gaifin is good for a couple reasons. It's one of the best like mob kind of spot, in my opinion, mainly because of the amount of XP each one of them drops. And they just, like, hundreds, if not thousands, will come at you in an hour. And it's some pretty good money, too. Like, 25k per item is actually really good. Some of the Calpheon Elvia spots are actually like that as well. Take a look. Calpheon, Elvia. There's 26k at Hex Sanctuary. The 20k at the Giants. Wait, is it Giants? Yeah, it's Giants. The Trolls are 96k. Rutums are 18, and Sawnil are 17, so. I was to what? Almost at Grana, okay. Do you know how to get to Gaifin Temple? It's a very scary spot for sure if you don't have the right gear score. I'm gonna go ahead and wait outside for him now that I kind of am like getting this part of the path ingrained in my head. The very back of the temple. It's the Archer Southern Camp. I'll tell them to meet here. Very back of the temple. No, the underground part. If you go to, it's actually Acre Southern Camp. I'm waiting there. Probably should be using he just like typed in a few numbers and weird thing. I don't know if he might be slightly inebriated or something. Somebody last night I was with, I could tell they weren't exactly in their right mind, but so I'm throwing it out there for the rest of the guild if anybody else wants to power level, preferably 54 plus, because if anybody's below 54, I don't get loot. So while we wait, I'm gonna go get my thermal socks. My feet are just cold, so I'll be right back. All right. I've never really shouted out this company before, but my mom got me these thermal socks for Christmas. It's Gahoo, G-A-A-H-U-U. They're very good thermal socks. I think I had, I thought I kept it over here. It's probably over here somewhere. There's something that's some sort of like promotional item or like advertisement that they had for it. And, wait, there it is. It's Chill Guard is what they call it. And the inside of this, this is, again, not a sponsor whatsoever, but it's a Chill Guard thing here. And it says, our thermal insulated socks have a 2.7 TOG rating, which ranks them among leaders in the market. They will keep your tootsies toasty. Insulated socks. And then you go into detail, you know, like the different things of comfort and durability and everything else. So, but yes, my tootsies will be toasty with this. The last couple of days, it's been really hot, and I've been trying to stay indoors as much as possible. But even though I'm staying indoors and drinking plenty of water, I'm still sweating quite a bit. And when you sweat, it's not just water or like waste that gets sweated out. You also sweat out electrolytes and everything else. So today it's kind of all. This kind of explains why I'm really tired. It's kind of all like hit me at once. So I'm just feeling very lethargic right now, and I have since like yesterday. So let's see, where's he at? Oh my gosh. All right. I guess I could go over like some of the other things I did today because I have nothing better to do right now. I did actually get below 7 billion today, which was scary. Today's not really like a grind day where I want to go to Jade and like burn Agris on stream. It's more of like a chill stream. But it is patch day. I guess I could also be going over the patch notes, but it's fine. It's whatever. Yeah, there's the 52 capstones that I earned today. So this alone would be another 156. Taxes out of it. I'm going to lowball it and say like maybe 100. 100 would be 2/3. It's more like 80%. So maybe like 120 maybe? I don't know. About 120 sounds about right. So I could sell this, but I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to that for a while. I believe, how many do I have in Valley actually? I have 476, and I think I need 700. Take these off, and then we're gonna take a look. Caphras 700, and this is also 700. Nice. So yeah, I went ahead and bought about 100 memory fragments today, and I attempted 2 times on the Libresca to get it to a +2, and that didn't work. I did get it back to a +1, so we're fine there. But that officially has made 15 attempts at a +2, which means I have successfully gotten it to a prize 16 times. It still hasn't gotten to a +2. Once it gets to a +2, then that is equivalent of just a hair better than C20 Gaiath helmet or a Griffin helmet. So realistically, that's all I would really want from it. So, you know. But yeah, that's like the biggest thing that I did today was just kind of like tap it a few times. I have plenty of money that I could just go ahead and buy a ton of memory fragments. I do have plenty of capstones, like 400 here, and then I also have the Flawless Magical Blackstones, 76 of them. So if I wanted to, I could just try to tap it. I have enough crons right here, plus the 3 outfit boxes that I have, that I could burn all of them and then tap it like a +2 with Cronstone. That to me is a waste. I don't want to do that. Considering that 1 attempt there is almost 2 attempts for my Tri-Goddardite, I'd much rather use it on the Goddardite. Or even like save those Cronstones to like attempts, maybe a couple of TED attempts on a Kunai Black Star or something, you know? Okay. So let's try to see if I can get my guildmate to kind of follow me here. Try not to go too fast for him. Did I go too fast? It is a 2-seater. He could hop on. This will make my life a lot easier. All right. So, didn't know you had a 2-seat. Yeah, I don't really advertise it anymore. Thought I might be the only taxi. Sure, man. Is it here? Yeah, nice. Yeah. This is the spot. For me, I'm probably going to pop maybe a 300% myself. I would like to, but I don't really have a, oh, whatchamacallit. I would like to buy that, but I need a Vil invite. So, let's kind of go over a little bit more of the spot and how this whole system sort of works out. You want to always prioritize back attacks. I mean, that's just for like every class in Black Desert. The more that you can do back attacks, the better. And you'll also notice that my guard will also, sometimes like that, take half damage. That is very important to note, and my HP will fall a few times. Thankfully, Kuno has a few lifesteal abilities, and just getting started is the rough part about this. But once you kind of get going, they're not too bad. Once we get going, it'll pick up speed. Oh, I didn't even pop my Vel's heart, and that explains a lot. There we go. So let me go ahead and feed my pets, because that was another thing I forgot to do. So now we're looking for Blue. So Blue is the guy who's always kneeling on the ground. You hit him once, and then you kind of have to wait for him to get up, because their defense is just way too high. And then you just start going ballistic on them, while trying to prioritize back attacks. Got greedy and it paid off that time, but man, is that scary. Okay, so now we need the Wisdom, and Wisdom is purple, which is this one right here. So purple, there's just a ton of AoE stuff. A lot of AoE spells on purple, which makes it a little terrifying, but usually by the time they do the second ability here, I can kill them. So there we go. Hammer, so we're looking for the Crusher, which is this guy right here. Hit him with a dot. Could I live here? At 318 DP. A 300 AP, 380 DP. So we need Blue. I thought you were at the other place. 270 place. No. 270 is fun to do. This is just absolutely terrifying. So you basically just keep finding the same colors, avoiding all the little AoE spots. The cones on these guys you do not want to step into at all, because it's like a continual AoE for a little while. Rage, Hammer, careful not to hit anybody else. Oof, that hurt. Frontal guard plus a little bit of lifesteal. That was a little scary. Blue, right over here. Holy lag, yo. I haven't streamed this spot before, so I don't know if this is a spot that is good to stream, because there have been a few spots in the past where I've only been to once on stream, because streaming it I don't know, like my GPU just didn't like it or something. In this case, there's like a lot of effects that can happen. A lot of mobs kind of stack up and stuff. If I can kill him before he does that, then for me, that's a fast clear. Okay, hit him with the dot. So you want to stay out of those triangles. Get him before he does the second one. Okay, that was risky. Again, for those of you watching, I am not the best geared for this. I am 9 DP below what they recommend and like 15 AP below what they recommend. Like, I shouldn't, in terms of gear score, really be able to do this efficiently. But so far, it's going pretty good. Man, that hurts. Alright, blue. I don't have to move. Here we go. Really shouldn't waste my combos until they're actually up, because their defense is just ridiculous. Should... no, not yet. I think this guy, a good clear is 3 swings. Yep, that's a good clear. Purple, here we are. This is only half the entire location too, by the way. There's 2 things with it. There's the ones I mentioned earlier, the despair ones. You just have to keep fighting until they, like, you get a message saying despair runs throughout the ruins, I think is what it's called. And then you defeat the one that's despaired, and then just like an onslaught of despaired ones start showing up. It's great. And then the other part of the spot is the butcher, which I'm sure we'll see a few times. That was not frontal guard. I thought that was off cooldown, but it wasn't. Oh my gosh. I just decided to tank that for some stupid reason. Oh, good thing. Even the normal... Okay, here's the butcher. Even the normal crusher dudes are enough to almost kill you. So butcher, you pretty much just solo it down. You can't damage the other ones. You can't hurt them at all. They just kind of sit there. So you can't do any damage to it. Don't keep going away from the whole thing over here. Yep. Got unaggroed. On butcher. Okay, so you guys ready? I'm not. So focus on purple. Avoid all the AoEs as much as possible. That was clean. Could have been slightly better, but clean. Whew. So now we have like a buff that's any... I can go after any single one of these guys, and they'll die a lot faster. As you saw after the butcher, like all 3 of them just died so quickly. And then the whole process begins anew. So now we have to find blue. Holy moly. Oh gosh. Hang on. A little bit of laggy. That was also a little slow, but, you know, we take those wins. My guild is talking about grinding normal Gyphins, and the guild leader, the now guild leader, was saying, you know, if nobody wants to help you, I can go and do that. And somebody else is like, heck yeah, dude, I want to join. So I might actually at some point. He said after he hits like level 61. He's like, okay, now he's back. He said, after I hit level 61, then I'm gonna go take a shower. Now he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go take a shower now. I'm leeching anyways. It's like, what? Hey, yo, sir, how's it going? I totally blanked, man. I'm sorry about the text. It's been a long day, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I don't know if you were here for it, but I think the heat exhaustion is definitely starting to play a factor on me right now, for sure. I've been drinking water and trying to stay cool, but man, sweating out electrolytes and stuff like that. I woke up this morning, this is something I didn't say yet. I woke up this morning with both my like Achilles area, you know where the heel is, and just like maybe an inch or so away from your heel. That part was cramping, and it was painful this morning. Oh my gosh. Evasion did not help me there. Okay, so here's the other part of the event. This is Despair has fallen upon Gyphin Rasia. So now there's going to be a guy. Where is he? Where? Is that guy over there. I also need purple, which is back over here. So that dude over there, he's much bigger than the rest of them, but he is despaired. What that means is that once I kill him, it'll start spawning a ton of little dudes, and this is where the EXP and the junk loot really comes into play. Also, in my case, because I'm a Kuno, more bodies for me to lifesteal from. So Despair has, that once found has scattered into pieces, and we got the next boss here. So now all these little guys that spawn are going to be despaired. Well, a large majority of them, I should say. Yeah, they are. And these Despair ones die so quickly. Holy lag, Santa Claus! Here comes Laggy Claus. I don't know what I'm going on about, I swear, man. Ooh, another butcher, baby! So let's just go ahead and butcher the butcher. Use my E buff here real quick. Try to prioritize back attacks for as long as I possibly can. Hit her with this. Hit her with the wombo combo. I'm assuming it's a her. I don't really know. A lot of these creatures, I mean, they're at the end of the day creatures. Wow, that super armor did not save me at all. Super armor doesn't save you. I don't know why I keep thinking it does. Frontal guard is the one that saves me. Oh no. Get away. Run away. Things about to get hectic. I mean, they already kind of were, but... Alright. So we're already up to 1,128. I'll go after the Crusher again, because why not? Also, I feel like there's a slight delay on them hitting you. I might be crazy for thinking that, but yeah, look at all these Despair. Look at all these little guys just running around trying to get me. And all I'm doing is just comboing down the big guy, but all these other little ones are dying so quickly. It feels fantastic, you know? As long as you stay on their backside. Don't be on their good side. Stay on their backside, and you'll be fine. Ow, that hurt. The problem now is that there's so many of these little guys that they're actually absorbing all the hits. So that guy stayed alive a little bit longer because there's an upper limit of how many mobs you can damage with certain skills, like up to 10 targets or up to 5 targets or whatever. It varies per skill. But yeah, imagine like almost 20 guys just crowding around you. You can't hit the one you're actually trying to hit. Marowak is kind of the same way over in Mountain of Eternal Winter. EXP is actually going up. Like, I can tell it's going up, which is insane to me. Way faster than Jade. Probably about as fast as... Well, it's probably faster, actually, than Miramok right now, with the Despair going on currently. Like, these guys are like the Veraros, you know, but they're more plentiful. Glory, so we're looking for the purple one. They're over here. So this Despair event doesn't last very long, unfortunately. I think it might last like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know what like makes the event over, if it's like so many kills or if it's just like a timer sort of a thing. But eventually they stop spawning, and unless you can get another Despair event to start again, it just takes a while. Uh-oh, that's a big AoE. Okay, Crusher's right here, so just keep comboing right here. This is fine. Wow, I'm already at 39.4. It's insane here, guys. Now, I've also heard that if you wanted a duo power level here, you can. There's actually a spot where two of these towers are so close to each other that one person can grind one tower and the other person grind the other tower, and the entire time be within the 3 bars of each other, which is just insane. If that's actually true, that's like best way to do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a little spooky, not gonna lie. Also, my Frenzy Draught's not active. That might explain why I nearly just got nuked. On top of I was stuck in my Black Spirit's Rage phase, which is a super armor, not a frontal guard. And dead. So we need Wisdom. Wisdom is over here. Out, spin it out, hit him with the wombo combo. Okay, so Rage, here we go. Just keep comboing this guy. So one thing I did want to go over in the patch notes, I know we're not actively looking at that right now, but it is something that I did see today that has me slightly worried, as well as the rest of the community. As of the 5th, I think, they're going to be doing a lot of balancing in the, like, it's not really a public test realm, but it's a test realm for the game, the global labs. They're going to be rebalancing classes. So classes that are overly efficient, that they don't want to be that efficient at like PvE grinding, they're going to be getting nerfed. Classes that are not as efficient, they're getting buffed. Classes that are overly powerful in PvP, they're getting nerfed. And those that just suck in PvP right now, as of the current meta, are getting buffed in PvP. I'm a little nervous because I've always said that Kuno is not a class that a lot of people elect to play. And Kuno has some things as part of her toolkit that I feel are very powerful. So I'm just kind of expecting that they're going to nerf Kuno almost to the ground in certain PvE settings. Especially Awakening, because Awakening is so good in PvE in my opinion. But I don't know for sure. We got another Butcher, baby! The Despair event is still going on too, by the way. So, if anything will make me like quit playing Kuno, it could potentially be a balance note or a balance change. I don't know for sure. It's gonna take more than just like one balance though, but hey, he hit level 61. Meanwhile, I've almost gone up like a full percent already. Okay, so the despair event is over. This butcher is just about dead. Now we gotta focus on purple first. Get out of the circle. Super armor trade. Don't do that. Now we just need the stalwart one, the guard. Nice. Easy cleanup. Alright. So that's pretty much the gimmick of this spot, is just you have the despair event. That's where you get majority of your junk loot. You have the butcher that shows up, who's also really powerful, but once you beat the butcher, then you have to face all the bosses here at the same time, which can be a little overwhelming unless you prioritize. A lot of people will tell you purple and then probably red or blue. Red kind of IMO hits harder. I seem to, at least right this second, not dodge red as well as I do blue. So I'm doing a lot of like frontal guards to kind of prevent damage and stuff like that. So in my opinion, I usually go purple, red, and then blue. So the Flamen, the Crusher, and then the guard is what I usually do. Alright, guard's taking some damage, and should be dead any second now, actually, but this was a slow clear. Oh my gosh. He almost managed to get me with that. So yeah, as far as it is, I like Gyfen Underground, or the temple area here. I think it's a pretty solid spot, honestly. Upon preliminary, you know, looking at it and everything. It's a really decent spot. A lot of people in, you know, who are power leveling, trying to get as high as possible, they are and will attest to this being one of the best spots in the game for XP. It's such an easy spot to IMO, where you just go from person to person, activate them, you wait for them to actually, you know, be damageable, and then kind of go for it. And at my gear score, I'm honestly surprised that I'm able to actually be here, despite sometimes getting a little spicy. Despair has taken upon the ruins. Ooh, got A+ knowledge, nice. So we go to the blue guy over here. So one full despair event going into the next, I'm at 2,600 junk loot. Not bad. Also, my Black Spirit's Rage has almost killed me more times than my own stupidity at this point. If that tells you how scary it can be. Try not to use super armor moves. Try to always use frontal guard or try to get behind them. They have such a like wind up on things that it's almost unfair sometimes. Go ahead and put my junk loot away. Yeah, those guys just died of one move, so we got purple. Look at all these guys. This is what happens with the despair event. There's so many guys that show up. And then if you lure them all at once like this, it can actually be quite difficult to actually try to kill this guy, because most of my attacks now are being absorbed by all the other mobs. Okay, so we got a hammer. Hammer is... Move, guys. Jeez. That's the other problem with the despair event, is because there's so many mobs that trying to get through them all sometimes can be a bit challenging. Lag. Surprised I didn't take damage. I think I did, just not as much as I was expecting. Kill him. There we go. Stalwart is this guy over here. Super armor. Okay. The reason why I really like Awakening Kuno for spots like this is just the 360 AoEs that she has. This F ability that you can like spin the chakram like a Beyblade on the ground. This also affects enemies behind her a little bit. Just a little bit. Like if I stand right here, the guy directly behind me is also getting damaged. A few guys, actually. That was just to demonstrate. Now I'm probably going to end up butchering my combo. Ha! Butchers, pun not intended, because there's an actual butcher here. Rage is over here. And even the normal crushers hurt here. Oh my gosh, that was a bad hit. I super armored through that. That was risky. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Uh-oh. Expert's Rage. Okay. Stalwart over here. So I'm waiting for my guildmate to say that he's back, and if the other people in the guild want to actually do a Gyfin run, I might do that with him for a bit, you know. Behind him again. The thing is to hug him, or them rather, to get as close as I possibly can, so when I do have to go behind them, I don't have to like travel too far, because there's like a normal blink, and then there's like a blink, and also like a kind of a cartwheel that she does, my Kuno. There's so many mobs, they're tanking all the damage that I'm trying to do to the one NPC. Or the one, oh my gosh, character. There's a little bit of lag, but my computer seems fine, so... Ow. Let's go ahead and heal up real quick. Somebody out there, I'm sure, just watched me do that and was like, are you kidding me? This dude literally went from like no HP all the way to full again. That's the power of the Kuno, baby. Alright, same spot. Get these guys aggroed. So I'm up to 10 capstones already. It's not too bad for being almost 30 minutes. Butcher, baby! I'm gonna take this time to try to kill off these other Gyfin disparators here. Activate my E buff. Hit him with the wombo combo. Wait for the attack here. Wombo combo. I even presented my back. That was bad. On one side it was bad. The other side, I know I can take a hit like that if, you know, I'm at least like 3/4 HP, I think. Something like that. I don't know. Wombo combo. Hit you with a frontal guard, too, while I'm at it. Black Spirit's Rage. Uh-oh. Hit you with that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I sat in that. Whew. That was terrifying. Okay. Let me just go around and kind of loot some stuff real quick. Woo! That was terrifying. Alright. Let's go and do the better one. just got a new person in the guild. I would say welcome, but I'm kind of preoccupied at the moment. Get this ragey boy done. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh gosh. I was totally fine. I kind of panicked and hit that. Can I just heal up a little bit? There we go. Just casually heal up real quick, you know? Kuno really is... Ooh, another butcher. Nice. Kuno really is one of the classes that if I wanted to really show off like how crazy the lifesteal is, I could turn off my infinite potion, but here I am not comfortable enough to even attempt that yet. Although if I did do that, it would actually be the power of a frenzy draught as well as a mainly just a couple of lifesteal moves, which are only 2 for the most part. Technically she has a 3rd, but it's more like a pre-awakening / secession one. This is one move, the other one is this one, and the other move is Foxclaw. I don't think there are any other moves, at least to my knowledge. Okay, he, the butcher, got unaggroed. Please. Don't heal up, please, for the love of everything. Ow. Oh my gosh. Sit in that, tank it. Not a good idea. Oh my gosh, 400 HP. That was close. So remember what I said? I like to grind here, and it's, you know, I can kind of do it. Yeah, kinda is an exaggeration. Whew. So the guy's leeching, he's back, but gosh. The people in my guild, I know they're being like overly sarcastic sometimes, but just like some of the things they say to each other, I can't help but laugh, but I'm just thinking to myself, how stupid, ooh, butcher, how stupid can people actually be? Oh wait, there was a despair too? I didn't even see that. Okay, so we got more despair dudes running around. Hopefully this time I don't, you know, end up getting absolutely murdered here because of my greed. I think despite, you know, me nearly dying there on that last end of Butcher, I think I did actually pretty well to remember what frontal guard is and that sort of stuff, so... I think I did a fantastic job, honestly. Oh, I didn't aggro the third one because I was too far away. Thank you for just kind of hanging out, dude, because that made my life a lot easier. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's go for Crusher again. So we're almost at another 2,000, and it's been like half an hour. So it seems like so far, if you can get despairs going most of the time, that you can get, at least at this gear score, I'm averaging I'm probably gonna hit like 8K in this hour, which is fine. 8K is kind of what I'm predicting anyways. Yeah. I also really hate the fact that the health bar is way up above. Ooh, a Tungi, nice. Miam got Tungi. Boonga boonga. Yeah. Start taking some unnecessary. That's a lot of damage. Oh gosh, that's terrifying. I will be 100%. I really should not be risking my life like this. Keeps you honest, though, you know. This is the power that you could have if you only, you know, got a +2 Libresca helmet and, you know, possibly a pen Black Star by now, or maybe some Tet Tongue Rads, you know. People have relationship goals. I just have, like, gear score goals, you know. Ow. Oh no, Black Spirit's Rage wasted. It wasted. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the blue guy here. I think that's another reason why I may not be doing a lot of damage sometimes. One of my abilities, I keep forgetting, allows me to do, like, I think it's like 3% more back attack damage, which is, let's be honest, huge. It's huge. So far, I've noticed almost 0.200% so far. I don't know exactly where I was when I started. Also, did I put on my combat artifacts? Because if so, that might explain why I've almost died a few more times. I did not. Oh, okay. I'm just horrible, apparently. Alright, let's just hit this hammer boy right here. That was super armor, Dustin. That doesn't protect you. I just see the dude, you know, with his two arms flexing, and I'm like, oh, he's a Chad. He'll be fine. No, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Stalwart. Yay. All these guys are literally body blocking for this dude. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So purple's over here. I don't know why I just stepped back in there. The Butcher! Nice. Holy lag spikes, Batman. Black Spirit's Rage. Okay. Nope. I had a feeling the next attack they were going to go with distance. Should have popped my E-buff way before now, but here we are. Live and learn. Or something to that effect. Oh boy. Aye. Yeah, trying to get everybody in one shot over here. The butcher really went to the other side of the world, it seems like. Also, I got all these little guys just like running around, roaming. I don't know what they're doing. Let's go for another crusher. Oh, same spot, Dustin. So purple's over here. Yeah, I've noticed at least 0.300% now. And I think the only thing I'm using is just like a 300%. The despair is over now, so a lot less trash loot now, as well as XP, because a lot less mobs, even though I'm still getting body blocked pretty heavily. You know, it's just a normal day over here at the Gaifin Temple. Underground, I should say. Oh boy, ouch. Okay, starting to get a little bit bogged down by inventory weight. This was a bad clear almost. Almost. Let me go ahead and put some more of my trash loot away. I think he was like, oh, you done? Just, you know, fail stacking. Not fail stacking. Got that on my brain, apparently. Just horse stacking trash loot. That's the words. All right then. Honestly, if I had to give this spot like a rating, like better than Jade or worse than Jade, because that's the spot that I've realistically been like spent the most amount of time out of the past like month or so. I'm kind of torn right now. Like, without doing a full hour with Agris and not doing enough like hours with no Agris yet, I can't really say if I would make more money here versus at Jade with just trash loot. The biggest appeal to me is that at Jade, Agris is consumed way slower, and it takes 2 hours to burn about 30k for me. That doesn't mean that, you know, it can't be burned faster or anything. It's just, in my experience, that's how long it takes. I don't have to move nice. When this happens, it feels good. The biggest issue with this spot, I think, for me, is once everything kind of like compounds and starts to hit y'all at once. Like, once everything, especially once you kill the butcher, because that's when it usually happens. I might join those guys on the top, by the way. Let's try not to aggro something that we don't mean to and go after the one we need to. It's all ecstatic about it now. The biggest issue that I have is everything kind of hitting you at once. As soon as everything kind of hits you at once, or has a potential of hitting you all at once, you're effectively dead if you don't dodge out. I imagine even if you had the required gear score of like the 380 DP, it still would hit like a truck, you know? It still would be pretty scary, I would imagine. Hammer is over here. Obviously, I would love to have that little bit of extra AP as well to just, you know, super armor. I would love to have that extra AP to kind of clear things a little bit faster, you know, and just kind of like kill things off. That'd be ideal. But I'm much closer to DP breakthroughs right now than I am, or brackets rather, than I am AP. And that's the main reason why I decided today I was going to tap my helmet one time, because after doing that for the journal, getting 1 DP and then capping 2 gear, it just felt kind of like I needed to, you know? That's the easiest way to get one. And, you know, if I ever go to tap the Libresca and it actually gets to a +2, then that's just extra DP, honestly, and that'd be great. The only thing at that point is I would just need to start capping a lot of my gloves and shoes, and I think that's between spending all my capstones on that instead of selling my capstones for now. I think that'd be better, at least until C10. Once I get them to C10, then I'll probably start selling them like crazy and then start going for like Tungrad rings and that sort of stuff. Like I mentioned, Tet Tungrad is kind of what I want to go with for now, but that's not the end goal. Eventually I want to get maybe a Disto earring and maybe a different earring, maybe keep my Pen Tungrad. Maybe I could, oh gosh, replace the Pen Tungrad for maybe a pet Ring of Crescent, but Ring of Crescent, statistically speaking, is not as good as a Pen Tungrad, so I don't know. I have to kind of work that out once if I ever get there. For now, this is a viable grind spot. It can be scary, but you know, this will be my last draught here too. We have 12 more minutes before my hour here is done. Alright. Just make sure that I don't get mauled by these guys. So, get this one over here. And plus I might start actually grinding History of Ruins again now that the Compass event is actually over. I might start grinding over there again because I want to start getting, or trying to make some progress toward getting the other Compass piece that I need. It would just be kind of nice to get, but again, it's not like, you know, my life depends on me getting it, or like me continuing to play the game has any weight with it. It'd just be a nice item to have, you know. When people talk about the treasures of Black Desert, you talk about like the health potions, mana potion, the infinite ones. You talk about like the compass, the map. There's the merchant's ring. You know, there's a lot of different ways to go about getting a lot of those things too. I think the alternate events are definitely the best way to have more opportunities to get them. When it was for the compass pieces, it was Gyphon. And Gyphon crushers, the dudes with the giant hammers, those are the ones that drop the Elton? Tukar Balton pieces. And that's the piece that I need. A lot of people do, because the other one's like 5 times easier to get, but... Alright, same spot. Nice. So, it was one of those things that during the event, I did actually spend some time over here in this area of the world and just kind of getting familiarized with the enemies and stuff. My only thing that I'm missing, I think, of all of Mountain of Eternal Winter spots are just like titles and that sort of stuff. And I think that's why I still grind some of those locations, like Marowak Labyrinth. It's not a really great spot for me personally, but it does have the title, so I do grind there for the, I think it's Queen of the Labyrinth is the last title there that I need. But other than that, and like the dailies for capstones, if I was to go hard at trying to get capstones again, I could do all the dailies over at Jade, or at Winter Tree Fossil, and at Marowak Labyrinth. Just the dailies alone, that would net you like 70, and then who knows how many you actually get while grinding the mobs, getting the dailies done. So it's it's a pretty decent spot, I would say. I still feel like, you know, in this case, I only got 23 capstones this hour, but I also got a tongue rad necklace, so maybe my RNG was spent more on the necklace, I don't know, but it's a pretty decent spot here, is what I'm getting at. If I had to compare it to, you know, the spots over at Jade or something, I'm still biased toward Jade because I've spent a lot of time there personally. I was like in almost single digits HP wise, guys. That was nuts. It was like 80 or something like that. I'm just starting to get so used to being so close to death that it's just not bothering me that much anymore, which is not a good place to be mentally. Big AoE here. Also standing in an AoE area. Okay. That was, that could have been bad. Ooh, 2 more capstones. I mentioned not getting enough capstones, and now I'm starting to get a lot more. Anyways. I would say of this spot versus Jade, I like the Agris burn over at Jade. I like the money per hour with Agris burn over at Jade. This is a good spot if I don't want to spend Agris and also want to work toward leveling up my character. Although I would prefer to have maybe at least like hit the next bracket of DP. Be like a bracket below where you're supposed to be here. That'd be nice. Okay, the energy's starting to dissipate. Got 7 more minutes. So far, it's been pretty good, though. You know, I can't really complain for, like, maybe 2 hours of grinding today here. It's not been bad. It's been pretty good. Now, if I could potentially grind here with my combat EXP artifacts and not, you know, get absolutely mauled, I can assure you that the few times that I've gotten really low HP wise, I would have died if it wasn't for my light stones, because it's a lot more extra like DP and or damage reduction, which I guess is what DP ultimately boils down to, and then also a little bit of evasion too. Ouch. I'm playing with actual fire right now, jeez. I looked over to check chat for a half a second, if even, and I nearly died for that. Holy lag. Okay, so there's another despair event. I kind of want to go until the despair event is over. So I don't know. I'll have to keep track of it, or try to at least. I'm playing with fire. I really should learn to stop doing half of the stuff that I'm doing here. Okay. So the despair event started. I'm gonna start like a 15-minute timer. was about to trade that. I was kind of glad that it died when it did, because I was about to full, like, send on that. At some point during the stream, too, I got a delivery. By that, I mean there's a Powerade that's been sitting next to me that I really have been wanting to drink. So I might open it up and take a sip after this crusher here. Okay, give me a second here. I'm craving electrolytes. What do I got? Blue. Blue, 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 blue. How did I almost die? Did my Eva just not kick in there? Oh no. Get out. I'm not trading that. I could have, but chose not to. My gosh, I think I know why that took a little bit longer. All those despairs were just body blocking that whole time. It really starts to become a bit of a problem if you can't clear them out fast, or if they all rush you at once, because they start to take more of the priority of your hits versus the mob that you're actually intending to hit. Alright, here comes the hammer. Ow. Is that delayed hit again? Don't combo, Dustin. I'm so used to just comboing anything and everything. Thankfully, there's like a slight buffer on when you're actually able to hit these guys, because that would have been bad. Oh, excuse me. Alright. So, the Flamen. Oh my gosh. Try not to stand on that circle. Okay. Rage. Zahamir. Hey, look, there's one of the guys here. Blue. That one hurt. Jump back. There we go. That was better. It's dead. Next one is going to be purple. too many guys all body blocking here. Alright, hammer is going to be over here. The guy who's here with me, he's one of the guys in the guild. I was like, yeah, let's go and do that. But and now he's asking where the guy that was with me, where he went. And I'm not gonna respond right now because I'm kind of busy at the moment. He left to go somewhere. I don't. Uh-oh. Okay, thank goodness I didn't trigger them. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting bounced all over the place. That was weird. Didn't feel confident. The Flamen. I'm waiting for this despair event to be over, and then I'm going to gather up my loot. So far, there's another like 3,000 here, and I'm pretty sure I have like at least 4. It's also been like 8 minutes, give or take, since the despair event started, so... And since then, I haven't seen a single butcher. So I don't know if the despair event also might be tied to, like, completing a butcher event, too. It's a possibility. Okay, no. So that was about 8 minutes. I had 7 minutes left. Okay, so in an hour, it was 9,210. It's about an hour, 8 minutes. Let's be honest now. So, it's not too terrible, honestly. I'm going to leave party. Okay. I was about to ask if he has a party going. Okay, so let's head back to Camasylvia. Turn off that. I'm gonna go do excuse me, an upper Gyphon run here. That was a lawn back there. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and head up to Kama real quick. Whoop, whoop. I've also been trying to perfect the timing on this, so when I was doing drumming, you would do subdivisions of notes, so like 1 and 2 and then if you were doing like 16th notes, it's 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 3 eanda. So in my mind, what I'm counting is 1 eanda, 2 eanda. So every hit, so 1 eanda, 2 eanda, and it's about the time that I get to the 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 1 eanda, 2 eanda. Because by the time that you get to right about the 3, so 1, 2, 3 is when the sprint kind of stops. So that's how I'm practicing with that. like subdivision in my mind. Go ahead, put all this away. So for that hour, 231 mil with no Agris. That's pretty good, honestly, and just being junk loot. That's really good. What was really good, too, was my amount of XP. I counted at some point near the beginning, it was a 0.3 something. I don't know exactly what it was, but recommended for upper rec is 270 AP, 320 DP. Church buffs, they give extra AP and DP too. I think. Is it DP? No. No extra DP. Extra HP. I had to double check that. I should have double checked it before I said anything. Me, I'm stupid. I live off these church buffs, guys. I'm so addicted to them. It's crazy. Also, for the drop rate, for the time we were there, is 133.5 for drop rate. Which is not too crazy, but if it ever turns nighttime while I'm there, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die. Not gonna lie. I probably would get just absolutely clapped. Where is he? Oh, he's a ninja. Okay. Me am Kuno. Omega, it kept seeming like he was wanting to do, like the other one. There's a spot further to the south. I think it's not this area, is it? I think it was this area right here. That was a good crusher spot. I don't really know where we're meeting up at, so I'm just going to kind of like head in that general direction, just follow the auto path, because I can't be bothered to deal with that. What? Don't know if I need Volterra crystals or corrupted. Corrupted? Magic ones? The subhand? Volterra crystals. That's just extra AP. Corrupted are way better IMO. There's quite a few of these on the marketplace now, but I have a feeling I'm going to be one of the highest gear score players here. I was just doing Gyphon Temple, like the underground. So, you know. There is the Crusher Rot. I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pulls. That I grinded for a few days. 5 total pulls, but depending on everyone's GS, might be a bit much. The group I was in was all 280k plus, and we melted them. In fact, we almost started to overclear. So Omega is way over here. He's at the node manager, the spot. If you do this, actually, it's not the right spot. There's a guy over there, but so the guy next to me, Struggle Snuggle, is 286. I'm 285. I'll go check the Crusher spot. He's 352. I'm 371. Holy. If I can remember how to get there, that is. I am going the wrong way to go about this, but you know, there's no right or wrong ways. There's just efficient or non-efficient. That's it. This is so stupid. Okay. It's right down over here. Okay, so this is pool 1 right here. There's these 3 and this group here. Pool number 2 is over here. There's 2 crushers on this side. You pull them and everybody like right about here. There's also some bad guys over there. And then you ignore pretty much everything over here. You go up these stairs. And then you pull as many as you can in this area and you kind of pull them right here. And then the next spot is up here. You go to that far corner way over there. And in the last spot, you jump down and it's this spot right here. So the spot's not taken. This is like the best Crusher spot. During that event, this was the location that I went to for a few hours here. I know I said a few days, but it was over like the course of 2 days, and it was like 4 hours because I just excuse me, I was too busy grinding Jade. Apparently they both are over there. And the other 2 guys, I don't know. One is like... Okay, so one person who said they were going to join us is dead silent, and the Omega guy is coming over here, and Sadistic, who I just power leveled to 61, is on his way over here too. But now we're waiting on a potential 5th. We could 4-man it, but the... as far as I know, yeah, I know at least me and one other guy is going to be 285, 286. So 280 plus on K, Kudum. The other guy is going to be 270, which is a little lower, but, you know, it's okay. Here's hoping that the auto path doesn't leave them astray. No, it doesn't. Okay. I guess we wait. While we wait, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the patch notes. Let's go over the patch notes because I haven't done that yet today, and it would kind of be helpful. So let's go to patch notes. So they have Sea of Stars. It's the Termian Beach event, the summer event. There's, according to their logic, there's plankton riding the tides that cause a bioluminescent effect. I just think it's pretty dope. I didn't really need to know that, but I'm glad they actually went to the nth degree to explain why and how. Plus, there's also auroras at the night sky or nightfall, so there's a lot of like cool shiny effects now on the beach side. There's a ton of events that I'll try to go over, but most of these I'm not going to participate in because I just don't really want to. With recently going to Papua Crimea, So this over here, there's an auction thing that they're doing with painting or paints, the painter Kakuo. Basically, you bid on the paintings that show up, and you know they're humbly flexing 19 billion, but each of these paintings, I kid you not, are 500 million, half a bill. So you know if you have money to flex, I guess you could get some pretty dope, unique things. I guess that's pretty much it. This one here, there is this, basically it's an RBF for papus and otters. Yeah, another thing I'm not really going to participate in because I could care less. That's what you've been seeing this whole time, by the way, when it shows up on screen. Like up here, it's like, you know, was it, the Papua and all that nonsense when they like show up. It's just annoying me at this point personally. So that's pretty much what this is all about. You can get some Termian gift boxes, and this is what you can get to obtain one of the following of these items, and then you can also exchange the coins to get another box or all these other goodies, which I'm curious about what this is. Blessing of Agris, and there's no like explanation as to what it is. But apparently you can also get the Coco and El Pinto summer box if you wanted to get an extra outfit box. So I guess it's pretty cool. But it's like an RBF, but for Papu versus Otters. And I'm not going to participate in it. At least if I do, it's not going to be very long. So memories with Papus and Otters. I think this is just like, yeah, like a screenshot contest. And 3 top prize people are going to get the Outlaws of Margoria. And then you can also get some dice. They have an Adventure Spirit dice board right now that's about the different dice like they have done in the past. Login rewards here, you can get the different dice, so a Papu and an Otter, 2 of each every single day. And here's the dice board. If you use a blue dice and you land on the blue, then you get double the reward, I think is what it is. And if you land on the gray kind of yellowish look, when you do the like roll this one, then you'll get double the rewards on that. So, and each one of those you can then take them all the different types of drinks, you can take them to these 2 vendors here and just exchange them for a bunch of stuff. This one is all of the following, and I think this can only be done once per family, so beware of that. There's a bunch of other goodies here and there that I'm not all too impressed with the event, so I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. I'm not really going to do a whole lot with this. There's a fishing part where if you fish on this part of the shore, then you're fishing for the Papu. If you fish on this side, you're fishing for the Otters. There's certain buffs that can be applied. There's this one here that's 180-minute duration where you can get like extra knowledge or combat XP, item drop rate. You know, some little things here and there, and you can also like sell this to vendors. Caught on certain days and spots, and same thing for the other side. It's just, you know, I guess a popularity contest. Awakening Dracania Twitch drops part 2. So if you watch up to 3 hours a day, you can get 5 different boxes. During the whole event, you can get a total of 5 more boxes and a blessings box. Here are what you can get from the box of secrets, and here's what you can get from the box of blessing. And the box of blessing is all of these, and this is one of those, kind of like an RNG box. I'm kind of going through this fast because I don't want to leave my guildmates waiting here. XP good. It's decent, I guess. I don't really know. They're both already going, it looks like. Let me try to make this quick. Unless they're just saying it was good to go. So Wizard, Guardian, Dracania. There's a lot of Dracania stuff. Content. They changed the way that the auto-navigating in a large ship works. In, like, during storms and stuff, instead of being kind of, like, weird where it, like, relocates itself, now it'll be a bit more straight, I imagine. Awkward due to storms when auto-navigating. So yeah, it's gonna be very straight instead of like this weird where it kind of like goes back and forth. Like the person in this is not moving the camera. That is 100% how auto-navigating in boats used to be like. So different things here. I guess about negative karma stuff that I don't really know anything about. If you ever obtain an artifact item, your character doesn't do the cheer thing anymore, which is very handy. There's just a couple things here and there, some quest stuff. The Marnie Wave thing you can now do at level 45 instead of 50 for some weird reason. The season quests, what they did was they added it to normal zones now, not just like a season character. So if you've ever like graduated afterwards, you can now go to these spots and get like a bunch of hunter seals, shield magical or black magic crystals. You can get some Kaphra stone bundles. You can actually get some, where is the other one I saw? Jonas fragments, memory fragments. Those are very helpful. Kaphra stone bundle 3. Like going to each of these locations, killing so many thousands of enemies, you'll get a bunch of these, and region quests are just like these subjugation type quests, mission things. And you can see them also inside the monster zone info, so those are very handy. So let's keep going. Add new dialogue to the different blessings. So if you spam R now, you won't get a church buff. It'll ask you, or your character will ask the NPC that's giving you the buff what these blessings are about, and they'll basically just like tell you what they're about. So apparently people are reapplying the buffs over and over, spamming R. I don't know why you would do that, but you know, whatever. A ton of UI changes. They changed something very specific about the custom HP bar UI is not being used. So on the Secession for Kuno, the Ninjutsu, the 3 effects now, I think that's the what is it? In the Secession style, you can get the, where is it? If the ninjutsu release happens, this stuff right here, you have to do 3 different abilities. I think it is Fox Claw. You get one of the 3. You then do, where's the other one? It's Shift F. I can't remember. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. The Shadow Explosion. And then the third one is, I think, just going invisible with the smoke screen. If you do all 3 of those and then use this or this, that it releases a bunch of other effects doing more damage, things like that. Strikers, I know, have this ability too, where it's like a little wheel that's got like 3 little dots on it. That apparently is now fixed on Kuno now, to where you don't need to use the custom HP UI to actually see that now, which is like a no-brainer. Like why? But it's also all these other classes too. So if things look a little different, it's probably because you don't have custom HP bar on, but they fixed it here, made it more accessible. I know. You can now look at pre-orders and go through toggling different pre-orders. I guess, you know, toggle alerts for certain items if you want. It's kind of cool, I guess. I don't really do that a whole lot, so it's fine. A few different system changes, nothing too crazy, and then web changes and fixes. I'm not really going over a whole lot of these, but you can pause and read, or you can go check out the patch notes if you want. There's nothing all too crazy in the patch notes other than just mainly like the Termian stuff, so it's pretty alright, you know. It's nothing all too crazy and you know, like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, an absolute crazy event, crazy things are going on. It's very much like chill. Nothing to really like freak out about, you know. Alright. Where are those two at right now? Okay. This is a very big rotation, by the way. Kind of teaching him the way, you know. They're getting stuck on all the other mobs. Okay. All three of these guys, I don't think have done this rotation before. In all honesty. It took me a little bit to actually get used to it, but this is the crusher spot during the event. This is the like rotation that me and like 4 other individuals who had like over 280 or 280. Hey, nice. I feel like these guys, where did they go? Are they just like battling little things here and there? Let me try to lure these 3 if I can. Sandcastles, man. Yeah, they just are like going after anything, and I'm like, no, this is the way, guys. Try to lure more nearby here. Group them up here, and then we DPS. If everybody, you know, aggro's like maybe 5 or 6 together, we can get like a big chunk of them here. Hey, Krogdala Origin Ring. Or what did I just say? Krogdala Origin Stone is actually what it's called, I think. They're trying to attack everything. The problem is, past a certain point, you can't attract any more of them. Like, you can only lure so many to attack you. You have to rely on other people to get their attention. Although when we do group them up, they die pretty quick, so, you know, I'll give them that. Oh my gosh. It's getting a little bit better, I can tell. Take a few more rotations and I think they'll get it. Potentially. The witch is kind of scared. Mainly because he's afraid that his DP might be a little low. See, now they got the right idea. Bring him over here, guys. There's an upper limit, though. It's getting better. It's machine learning at its finest. I'm also not using a loot scroll, I just realized that. But, you know, here we are. This is the one I'm sure... two of them got it right. The biggest thing with this is trying to group them all up, like, right away. That's the biggest thing. And we're not, like, grinding for peak efficiency here either. These guys just wanted to kind of check out the spot, and I was like, sure, I'm an able body, and wasting Black Spirit Rage, you know, no big deal. The only problem is that fall there, you know, it's a bit rough. And I'm downed. So ideally, on your way running from that spot we were just at all the way back over here, you don't want any mobs to aggro toward you along that path right there. Activate my loot scroll now. I figured it would take a few rotations to kind of get everybody familiar with the path, and then once we got the path, then I would go ahead and activate loot scrolls. Now here's hoping for some okay efficiency, you know? Alright. We'll go back up over here. I usually like to get these two at the very least down here, because that was my job when we were doing the Crusher run. It's not bad, though. Somebody just got a... Oh my gosh. One of those intricately designed pattern shard things for the Carlstein outfit. Craftable ones. That was way better. Nice. Alright. Mainly because I get here first, I try to go for these ones up over here. We're getting there. A little bit. Starting to question whether we actually are or not. I'm just going to ignore that last one there. Now the problem is I aggro them, right? And they start heading over here, but then somebody comes along. Yeah, it's sadistic. They come along and they just start hitting the mobs. So the mobs stop focusing on me and they start focusing on sadistic, which is a problem because efficiency-wise, don't be like sadistic. If somebody's like, hey, you want to do the Crusher rot? Don't do what sadistic is doing. Try to get everybody into that corner because it's the best bunching up that you can possibly do. Yeah, those guys, when I land down there, I aggro pretty much as I can. Doing this rotation is actually pretty decent money too. It's not bad. There is a chance for like Tet belts and that sort of stuff, or not Tet, Tungrad belts. I wish a Tet Tungrad belt. That'd be nice. I just got Tet Tungrads on my mind, guys. So there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4 mobs there that are aggroing that need to be aggroed on the like 3rd pack. Come on. Not sure where one of the guys is at. He's like lagging behind or something. Oh, there he is. Got DMs. Ah, that makes sense. So the 2 crushers come up over here. Swiggity. Get your swiggity swooty over here. I swear. Try to avoid as many guys over there as possible. See how they group up now. See, they got the right idea to go and aggro, but they just need to like get close enough. They don't need to like attack them a little bit. This is a better group. And then the witch moves away slightly. Probably because they're a little terrified. They did mention that they were rather scared of the spot because they've never actually been over here, so this is like their first time ever being here. But they're doing pretty good, pretty solid. That so far was the best pull of that spot. It's hard too because they're actually like trying to get to where I'm at, but I aggro them, so it makes them very difficult. Probably should tell Sadistic when we get to this one, go to that corner over there. Because Sadistic wasn't here when I was going over the rotation. Alright, back down we go. Those 3 didn't get aggroed. Oh, one of them did. Not even using Vel's Heart. I'm just using Simple Cron and Church Buffs. That's all I care to use right now, really. Alright, just continue moving forward. Is there actually 1, 2? So only like 2 didn't get aggroed there. And now the witch is lagging behind. Hold shift and space, then hold space again. You'll get here faster. Can't remember the name of that ability, but I think it's like emergency getaway. I don't know, that's what I call it. Let me get out of here. Alright. This is better. Not really. Ideally, you want to try to group them up on this piece of grass. But I guess anywhere nearby here would also count too. Would you stop stunning me? It's the thing I hate the most in this game is being stunned, I swear. Get the ground running. Yeah, I think Swiggity Swooty's just trying to get knowledge over there, which is fine, but like most of the towers you don't get on this rotation, but my gosh, they just melt. We're only a 4-man too. Like we're not 5 total party members. These guys are melting fast. It's very nice. I'll even say that these guys are melting fast for a 4. And with the 5-man at 280, it is so fast. If you don't hit anything and you immediately get like double stunned, like I have a few times, the whole group is dead and you don't get any loot. Like having a 4-man group like this is actually better, despite not having, I don't think, like not everybody being 280k. Maybe which is actually very efficient in PvE. I don't really know, to be completely honest. What is this? Oh, okay. I was like, that's an effect I haven't seen in a while. Wasn't sure what it was, but it was a witch effect. Party buff. Nice. This is not that bad, actually. I think, well, Omega was the only one who said that he's been here, but it's been a while. The other two, Struggle and Sadistic, I don't think they've actually been here. And Struggle so far is doing the opposite of his name, or her name. I don't know who they are IRL, but Struggle is not struggling. Ah, come on. That Crusher got turned back around. That's okay, though. With this sitting in the corner, this is like one of the weirdest camera angles that I don't really like. You get way too, like, up close and personal. It's just something about feeling claustrophobic is really what it comes down to. We haven't even gotten a Butcher event yet, either. In a 5-man group, like butchers, or if they spawn, you're getting on the next rotation. Like you're not wasting time to wait for them to spawn in, then kill them. Alright, and down we go. I always thought about actually playing ninja, to be honest with you guys. I did make a ninja character. I think that's like the second guy character I actually made. A lot of the other guy classes just don't appeal to me, like Zerker. Nah. Yeah, I don't know. But I do have ninja. Man, I thought about actually playing on my ninja, getting him to like 62, and then, you know, I can play as Kuno or ninja, both versions of the ninja class. Gender locked, of course, because that's how this game rolls. But, yeah, I thought about playing ninja for a while, and I was like, eh. What I might end up doing is maybe the next season, I might go ahead and save my ninja's cosmetic, like the character creation part of him, and then delete the character, and then next season just make a new ninja. That way it can get all like the extra skill points, buffs, and everything else. Because during the season you can get a lot of skill points. Right now, though, I'm really enjoying my Dark Knight seasonal character. Between Dark Knight seasonal and my main character, I'm pretty busy these days. See, they're getting quite a bit now, which is good. The Nova's struggle is the one who's doing that. They are putting away their shield to run faster, which is actually very good. But I wish Nova in Secession form, because that's the one that they're... Oh my gosh, stop stunning me, jeez. In Awakening, Nova moves very quickly. Has a lot of like moving around abilities and such in her toolkit. But in Secession, it's almost the exact opposite. It's almost like she's an immovable wall, and it goes against her in a lot of ways. I can't see anything. Mexican food for lunch in 105-degree heat. Do not mix. What they said before, because the witch was AFK, my tummy is doing the nope. I gotta hit the BR. And I was like, Fortnite? And then it was like, oh, no, okay. Bathroom. Yeah. Keep forgetting it's on the left side of the stairwell. Ooh, S rank on the Crushers, baby. I know I still have a few that are A+ rank. I could bring out my knowledge pets as well, but yeah, it's alright. these two crushers down here. And down we go. Here comes the ninja. Nova's right behind. Yeah, I could only imagine how playing this as a Secession Nova would be. Alright. So far, not so bad. Although in like 30 minutes, though, I'm probably going to end the stream, but I was going to try to go for like 2 hours, see how I feel after about 2. So far, it's going pretty good. Oh my gosh, would you stop stunning me? Oh my gosh, would you stop stunning me? Down we go. Back to the first spot, which it looks like they killed. That's all that's here, actually. It's starting to respawn now. I guess we just go to the next spot. See, Omega's getting it, you know. Lure them over, aggro, you know. He's getting it. Struggle, they're getting it too. They're not struggling. Although they just said BRB bio, which also implies bathroom break. Oh my gosh. And hit the ground running. It's funny, and I think this has something to do with like your nerves and stuff like that, right? Like if you get nervous, if you didn't have to poop before, you're starting to realize that you do once you get nervous. Like if you're calm, cool, and relaxed, and you're not like stressing out, there's like no immediate urge to have to go to the bathroom. I know I'm not the only one who knows that's true. I know there's a lot of people that would 100% agree with that. I'm thinking that these two, because they're very new to the spot, they might be like letting nerves get to them and just like, oh, So their body's like, you have to poop. Call it a theory, but I think it's pretty spot on. Man, I love being able to double jump, guys. It's amazing. And Sadistic is not coming over here into the corner. There's a reason I'm just standing around here, Sadistic. Oh, he was slain. One good side of pulling him to the corner like that is that they all group up. The downside to that is if somebody doesn't listen or like go right away, they all will start attacking all at once. I'm expecting them to say something about it too. They haven't moved, they're still up there, so I'm assuming that they will say something about it. Well, there's a Nova. Just saw a giant, like, pterodactyl looking, is it like a, it's like the hunting calc? Is that what it was confirmed to be for Nova? I don't remember. It's like a giant bat kind of bird creature. Now, let me go ahead and put this out there too. When I was grinding this spot with others, one was a Lawn, one was a Warrior, one was, I think, Secession Warrior. The Lawn was Awakening. I was with a Witch, who I'm pretty sure was playing Secession, and a Shy for like an hour, and I was the slowest going from point to point. So to kind of have the upper advantage of knowing where I'm supposed to go and like how to get from point A to point B feels kind of nice. Let's go ahead and yoink, yoink, yoink. Get these two. Come back over here. Because usually, I'm starting to notice, usually when Sadistic gets as part of like the group, we've already grouped them all together, so then he shows up to just like put on the damage. And the problem with that is you can lure mobs away from the pack, because when you attack them, you actually aggro, and it could ruin the efficiency and stuff like that. If I understand mobs like I do, or that I think I do, which I do, you don't want to attack ones that are already aggroed at somebody else, because then they get aggroed to you, and then mobs that were aggroed to you are no longer aggroed to you. I haven't seen a butcher yet. Might be for the better, to be honest. See how they're just attacking over there. See, he's lured like 4 or 5 mobs to himself over there. Two Flamens, a Crusher, and something else, I thought. It's probably dead now, though. Omega didn't die. His health was very low, though. Wasn't sure why. Well, I got stunned. That's great, man. Hey, Kazarka and Karanda in 5 minutes. That's usually the boss that I usually end the stream with, so. I'm gonna ask him, how long do y'all want to go for? Question mark. Gosh dang, man. And of course it put the ability on cooldown, even though it didn't actually get a chance to do that. I'm done in 14 is what one person says, okay. Oh, there's a guild quest, I see. I didn't even see that start because I removed the alert for it. I could probably go until the end of Guild Quest if they want to. The problem is, I don't know if we're going to be able to do... How long is this mission? It's a medium. 5 hours? No. Can't be right. $650 to go. How long has that guild quest been going? I really haven't noticed. I should turn that back on. The reason I turned it off is I was tired of seeing the notification at the top. So we're at 210. Could potentially do it. 650. We have to do what we did almost a little bit over 3 times over, and I don't know how much the full rotation is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Camera angles, what is going on? Lemuria gloves. Oh, come on. Stop with your stunning ways, yo. Alright, cool. That was only like 8 mobs in that pack. Oh my gosh. The unfortunate news is that this is just going to take a long time. Ooh, Stormbringer. Oh my gosh. I moved my mouse around as if I did a 180, but the game lagged, and so I didn't. Wait, this is the butcher. Nice. Do these count? They don't count. That guy got unaggroed. All of a sudden, he's uninterested, guys. Okay, so Sadistic is nowhere to be seen over here. Now he shows up. Realistically, I kind of shot myself in the foot by not telling them all at the same time, you know? 287, and it's been maybe like 8 minutes and we've gotten like 100. I think when that full last rotation was like 50 kills, and I want to say it was like maybe 5 minutes. Maybe. We can do it for sure. Okay, capstones only 13. 76 ancient spirit dust. I don't think that's the entire time that I've been here, though. I think some of that may have been from grinding the temple and other places today. But I'm gonna go ahead and call a stream here. I'm just gonna kind of like keep grinding here and see what my guildmates want to do here or not. But yeah, as far as it is, so far I've been having a blast playing recently, and just like not really focused too much on grinding Jade today, grinding other places, and you know, doing Gaifin Temple. It was a good change of pace for me personally. I think that was very reassuring and, quite frankly, just like comforting to me, knowing that now that I could, in theory, grind there. I do have to be careful at nighttime though, because if I'm there and then all of a sudden it turns nighttime, those guys will probably bot me dead pretty fast. So gotta watch out for that. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty decent grind, you know, decent silver per hour. No Agris as well being used for the most part. You got a decent amount of capstones. The combat XP is a real big one for Gaifin Underground, or Gaifin Temple, whatever you want to call it. It's a good spot for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and call the live stream here. Usually I go to my full cam, but for today I'm going to make a slight exception as I'm still just grinding away. So thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button, bell icon to be notified of future live streams. I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Unless something crazy happens. No. Thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, sir, for being here. And I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. That was an old outro I used to say, but not anymore. Till next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless. Bye-bye.